Hey, it's Cliff, and the cryptocurrency market has been absolutely wild this week. So, first of all, I want to say if you have been affected by the withdrawals being paused on FTX or BlockFi, I am sorry. I'm with you. I had money in Celsius many months back when they paused their withdrawals, so I definitely know what you're feeling. It just sucks all around. It's just terrible, and it comes down to these CEOs just they're liars, they're shills, and they have represented their companies in ways that were not honest. And I'm gonna bring that up and show you actually here. So I have a tweet here from Sam Bankman-Fried here, who says a bunch of unfounded rumors have been circulating. You can see here at this tweet below. And he brings up this tweet from Caroline, who says a few notes on the balance sheet info that has been circulating recently. That specific balance sheet is for a subset of our corporate entities. We have greater than 10 billion of assets that aren't reflected there. So as the news kind of came out more, we saw this, it was around 7 billion that FTX was missing, and they had over leveraged on their company and they couldn't account for this money. So as we fast forward to what was 7 hours ago, they have a press release here. Obviously withdrawals were halted, and it just turns out that he had lied. That's really all it comes down to. He was dishonest on how he was representing his company. He even stood before Congress, I believe it was, and was telling them that many companies were doing this when he was, in fact, the person doing it. So I thought that was wild. Moving on from there, I don't know if you guys have seen this thing with BlockFi. But this happened last night where BlockFi paused withdrawals. So again, as we saw time and time again, like with Celsius, we have a lying CEO misrepresenting everything that was going on with their company. And then next thing you know, withdrawals are halted. So when it comes to BlockFi, we have a Reddit post from Flory. She's part of BlockFi's team, and she said there has been a lot of action in the crypto markets today, something Zach, the BlockFi team, and I have seen before and are used to managing deposits, withdrawals, trading, and lending are all up and running. A few important points. Number one, all BlockFi products are fully operational. Number two, BlockFi is an independent business entity. We have a $400 million line of credit from FTX US, not FTX.com, and will remain an independent entity until at least July 2023. They go on to say that we are processing all client withdrawals in line with our terms of service. To date, BlockFi has aimed to deliver all client withdrawals faster than our terms of service. Right? So they're really laying it on here. Number four, we operate our business in line with our risk management framework, which you can read more about here. We run a pragmatic and diversified lending business and hold risk capital reserves to help protect against potential loan defaults. And so they really hammed it up here. The team was backing their company, of course, like they do, right up to the last minute. And then what do you think happened? Boom, press release. Withdrawals are locked. And they always ham it up. We are shocked and dismayed by the news regarding FTX and Alameda. We, like the rest of the world, found out about this situation through Twitter, as if like anybody believes that. You know what was going on with the financials of your company. Let's just be honest with people. I hate how they have to lie to the end. But the thing that really kills me, if we go back here, they talk about number five. We are reachable through our usual channels, ticket, chatbot, email, and phone, and via Reddit, Twitter, all this stuff. We head back to their website. Here's their leadership team, right? This is webarchive.org. So you know what happened as soon as they paused withdrawals? As they were hamming up, like, oh, we are in communication, you can reach out to us, everything's fine, just keep your money there, because they don't want to bank run on their company. But obviously the damage was worse than what they were leading on to believe. And as soon as they post the press release, boom, when you go to their leadership page, 404 error. You really think you're going to get in contact with these people? Probably not. And just from the sheer fact that these people are lying, like straight up lying about their business model, lying about funds being okay, honestly, I think they should be in jail. Now, do I believe they're actually going to go to jail And are we ever going to see Alice Mashinsky or Sam or any of these BlockFi guys actually going to jail? Probably not. They're going to run away with all the money they made, and not much is going to happen. And the issue that I have with this mainly is people are talking about the damage that has been done to the cryptocurrency market. And I agree, there's definitely been damage done. I'm reading things on Twitter how people had jumped in during the bull run. They were trying to get money from these yield farm places, or maybe they were using FTX as an exchange, whatever. They're probably newer people to the cryptocurrency space, or they just didn't have good risk management skills on their crypto. And they are saying, I'm out of crypto forever. I will never trust this space ever again. But the issue I have with that is it's not, crypto didn't fail. Everything that is going on with crypto is fine for the most part. I mean, we had some issues with smart contracts and things like that, but when you look at just the simple utility of crypto, it's working fine. It's just these CEOs that have decided that they were going to lie and over leverage or whatever they were doing, and eventually take money from people that were in their companies and ruin the reputation of the crypto market. So when we think of the utility of Bitcoin, it's all mapped out in the white paper. And I'm not going to bring up the white paper because I know people either have already read it or they just don't want to read through it, right? Because it can be pretty long and maybe that's boring to you. So I'm not going to drone on about that. But just to give you a quick summary of why Bitcoin was created, I have an article here that summarizes it pretty well. It says, Satoshi explicitly stated that the reason for creating this digital cash system is to remove the third-party intermediaries that are traditionally required to conduct digital monetary transfers. Third parties incur significant costs for conducting these services. These costs are then passed on to the end users and can restrict transactions below a certain size. Such costs include covering back office expenses, the effort it takes to collect and reconcile transactional data, taking appropriate security measures, costs related to the risk of security breaches given that they are centralized repositories of sensitive data, and accounting for fraudulent activity, the cost associated with having to refund money in the case of fraud, among others. So summarizing this, it was meant for security, for you to pretty much be your own bank, and then also to reduce costs. So seeing this in Bitcoin, Bitcoin is working fine. Cryptocurrency is fine. It's just these companies that are being made that are taking advantage of people, right? If you were to custody your own Bitcoin, everything should be fine. And I can show you an example of that here. So some of you may know when I first enrolled into the AdSense program on YouTube, I made a contest where I was going to give away my first YouTube paycheck. And all the person had to do to enter the contest was comment down below on a video, something positive that they would do with that money. Now, the winner of that was Tim, and what he wanted to do was give school supplies to children in Thailand. So he sent me a message to follow up on what was going on. And the point of why I'm bringing this up is because for me to give him that money, all I had to do was send him Bitcoin. It was a simple transaction that was just between the two of us. I sent him, or he sent me his wallet address, and within seconds I had sent him money. And that was the intention of what Bitcoin's utility was supposed to be. It was supposed to be easy transactions back and forth with a positive outcome in mind to help people. So just to give you a little summary of what this money actually went to, Tim did send me a message here, and he says, Cliff, we live in a small farming community northwest of Nakhon Sawan, Thailand. I might be butchering that, but hopefully not. Just as farmers around the world often make do on subsistence wages, Thailand is no different. Some of these children were additionally impacted by flooding this year as a heavy rainy season divulged many areas. The children range between 6 and 13 years old. As promised, we were able to purchase 60 notebooks, 60 12-inch rulers, 60 pencil sharpeners, 120 pencils. A small token, but all were grateful. Hard to say, but these modest gifts might make the difference between some children staying in school longer or dropping out. We handed some out to individual children in our local community, while the bulk were handed out in one of the local schoolhouses. So the point of me bringing this up is not to say, oh, yay, I did something great for people. That's not it at all. Because for one, if people weren't commenting on the channel, none of this would have happened. If people weren't watching the videos, wouldn't have the AdSense revenue there to make this happen either. And also, even YouTube gets a lot of flack, a lot of times deserved. But if they didn't have the AdSense program, none of this would have happened at all either. So I'm appreciative that we were able to do something positive and use cryptocurrency for the good. So the main message that I have here is this is not crypto. Crypto didn't fail anywhere. Crypto is still doing what it was meant to do, and this is my example to show you that. I'm sure there's many more out there. There's many positive things going on with crypto, and this is just one of the utilities that Bitcoin has to offer. There's many different crypto companies that are working as startups, and they're trying to solve different issues. It's just we're in that unregulated period where there's going to be some bad people out there. There's bad actors. That's just what it comes down to, but there's also good people out here. There's good people in this industry, and I want to keep doing this. So I'm thinking around like 10K subscribers. Hopefully my YouTube paycheck will be a little bit more than $110 what I sent to Tim. Hopefully I'll have more of a YouTube revenue than $110, and we can use that money with crypto to keep promoting positive things in the crypto space. But anyway, if you got nothing else from this video, please just buy a ledger or whatever private key device that you want. If you're gonna stay in crypto, if these bad CEOs haven't completely pushed you out of the market, please just get a private key so you can utilize your own crypto, be your own bank. Please do that. Thank you to my Patreon supporter, Kevin, and you guys leave me a comment down below and let me know what's going on with you right now. Like, where are you at in this FTX kind of issue going on? Were you in BlockFi? Yeah, let me know.